Welcome back. The city has come a long way in providing seniors with activities and services. There are two important events that are helping seniors stay active and involved in their community. David Alvarez just attended a Coral Gables at-home event that is raising money to purchase memberships for residents who would otherwise not be able to afford it. The second big event is the city's Senior Art Contest, which celebrates our talented Golden residents. Leanne Morejon is covering that event. And we start with Leanne, who has more on the popular art show that keeps growing in participation every year. Leanne?
That's right, Belkis. And you know, one of those activities that you're talking about is the Celebration of Talent Art Contest, which is held just for seniors to show some of their own artistic talents. And recently it took place right behind me at the theater in the Coral Gables Youth Center. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from that exciting event.
Tonight, I want to welcome all of you to the third annual Celebration of Talent Contest.
Guests gathered at the Coral Gables Youth Center for one of the most anticipated events of the year. Golden residents of Coral Gables were able to flex their creative muscles and enter their very own artwork and crafts into the yearly art contest. 114 participants in total entered original creations in the 4 categories of hard crafts, soft crafts, paintings, and photography. Chairperson of the Senior Citizens Advisory Board, Carol Block.
We have entries, from what we would say young seniors to seniors, in the older categories, even some over 90 that enter. And what is truly, truly amazing is the fact that Coral Gables has so many wonderful artists. I think anybody who comes to this art show would see the quality of the talent of what the artists in Coral Gables and what we have to offer here. It's truly, truly amazing.
The Celebration of Talent Art Show began in 2007 and, like the majority of senior programs in Coral Gables, increased in popularity over the years and has continued to bring out the artist and competitor in Golden seniors.
So it's becoming very competitive within the city for our artists, to really do their best to come up with something new, something novel and all to present and all for the art show.
To help make this event enjoyable for everyone, the Palace Group, which will soon be opening a retirement community in Coral Gables, helped by providing food and beverages for the guests. Vice President of Marketing and Sales Adam Rosenblum has watched the art contest grow over the past 3 years.
Well, I've been here for 3 years, and every year it gets better and better, and I think this is the best one that I've seen so far, and it's fantastic. I'm glad to be a part of it.
At the end of the evening, it was time to announce the grand prize winner. Maria Gonzalez took home some great rewards for her hand-painted porcelain egg titled American Pride.
And I've called it American Pride because it's got the White House, it got the Great Seal, and it also has Marsha Washington representing all the women of America. And I love doing it. I felt very pleasured that I did it, and it's brought me a lot of joy, and a lot of people who have seen it, they have been joyful too.
Maria has been making porcelain masterpieces like this one for about 20 years and was very proud about her win that night.
But most of all, I'm proud of the good old USA. I love. God bless America.
For now, everyone can stay tuned for the 2010 Senior Art Contest, which is expected to be even more successful than this one.
Well, the bar was set pretty high by the first show. And on our first show, that's where we all really got a shot, because we had never done it before and we did not know what to anticipate. So, and when the caliber of the artwork was so fine and so well done, that really set the bar, and each show since then has been getting better and better.
The outpouring that night is just an example of how seniors are satisfied with their community. You know, aging in place can be a challenge, but luckily for Coral Gables seniors, the Community Foundation's membership program, Coral Gables at Home, is making it easier for seniors to stay at home longer. They recently held a fundraising event to help raise money for seniors who otherwise would not be able to afford the program. But it's how they're raising that money that's getting all the attention. David Alvarez has that story, and he's with us now to tell us more. David?
Thanks, Leanne. For the Coral Gables at Home group, raising funds for membership means shedding the pounds. It's called the Losing It Big Time contest, and it has some prominent members of the Coral Gables community vowing to lose 25 pounds. Contestant and organizer Jeanette Slesnick convinced 12 familiar faces from around the City Beautiful to join her to benefit the Coral Gables at Home group and help purchase memberships for residents that cannot otherwise afford it.
Jeanette Slesnick, she approached me about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and she's a very convincing lady. So I kind of wavered a little bit towards the end, but I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. It's for a good cause.
For some of the contestants, their everyday job will pose temptation to stray away from their goal, but they are all committed to the challenge.
Well, I operate a steakhouse in Coral Gables. I'm here every day, and I'm a perpetual nibbler, so I need to watch the nibbling, and no late nights, and a little more exercise during the day. So I'm very confident 25 can be done in 2 months.
Each contestant will find sponsors to donate a dollar amount for each pound they lose. For Angelio, he already has 2 colleagues vowing to donate $2,500 each if he completes the challenge.
We're actually donating $100 per company.
Per pound. $100 per pound per company. So Rocco, it's $200 a pound total for him.
Throughout the contest, the contestants will meet with a nutritionist and personal trainer from the Biltmore Fitness Center to help them stay on track.
Well, first we talk about diet and nutrition because that's key. You cannot do one without doing the other. Then we'll start working on cardiovascular skills, see where everyone's at, and we'll do strength and resistance training as well.
The final weigh-in will take place on January 22nd. Belkis?
All right, thanks, David. We look forward to January 22nd. The announcement will be made at Coral Gables at Home's special dinner and kickoff celebration for its tour of kitchens in Coral Gables, a great event where they're going to open several kitchens in Coral Gables to people for them to see. It's a beautiful event. And from the city's older generation to its youngest, the Miami-Dade County Public Library System has a new program designed to get children ready to read early on. Rodolfo Roman is back with this story and others on City News. Rodolfo.
Recent studies show that a child's early experience with language is key to healthy brain formation. And that's why the Miami-Dade Public Library System is stepping up to the plate in an effort to help children read. Reading Ready is an early literacy program for parents and caregivers of children from birth to 5-year-olds. A program is available at the Coral Gables Branch Library, located at 3443 Segovia Street. For information, you may call 305-442-8706. Coral Gables is looking forward to the new year. January will mark the beginning of what will be a year-long celebration in honor of the 100th anniversary of the Merrick House. The boyhood home of city founder George Merrick was designed by his mother, Althea Merrick. It was originally called Coral Gables for its coral rock construction and gabled roof. Several events and activities will be held at the historic landmark throughout the year, including a very special ceremony to honor Merrick's mother. The house is located at 907 Coral Way, and it's open for public tours Wednesdays and Saturdays at 1, 2, and 3 p.m. For information, call 305-460-5361. Lastly, Coral Gables is making headlines in the media world. Coral Gables Television was honored with the Excellence in Government Programming Award from the National Association of Telecommunications Officers and Advisors. Judges awarded CGTV the second-place win after analyzing the city's programming that included award-winning shows such as Golden Gables, Historic Homes, and On the Scene. You are taking a close look at the Nato Award given to the station. Now, it's important to note that Coral Gables Television has been nominated for its first Emmy Award for a special on drunk driving. For Coral Gables Now, Rodolfo Roman.
Thanks, Rodolfo. Coral Gables Now is not done yet. 'Tis the season for sales. We'll show you where to shop and get a little extra for less. Plus, the Junior Orange Bowl Committee does more than organize a parade. See what other fun activities and events you can participate in this month.
Green Gables Cafe had a special guest employee for the Chamber of Commerce CEO Workday. That's coming up after the break.